The heavy rains that caused rivers of Nabuyonga, Nashibisho, Nambale and Namatala in Mbale city to burst their banks started at around 10 p.m. in the night up to 4 a.m. today. By daybreak, many parts were flooded, with the villages of Nabuyonga, Busamaga, Namatala, Namakwekwe, Namabasa and Bukasia wards the most affected. In these areas, cars were still submerged in water, with fears that some passengers were still stuck there.
There's more 3 super custom, and then we have a taxi, and we have Isuzu that were carried Irish. So they're still down the waters.
In the villages we visited, residents narrated how the floods forced them out of their houses in the middle of the night.
The rooms were full. This place was full. The neighbors even lost two children.
What I was going to take me by the way, but it was just God's mercy. When I called for help, someone came and pulled me up.
Gardens were also washed away by the floods.
Many plantations that have been destroyed, households, some schools. I can even, while I'm standing behind me, you can see in a school the entire block is down.
Residents have now appealed for immediate relief. Authorities in Mbale confirmed that the death toll from the floods now stands at 8.
Where we are in this mortuary alone, we have 6 bodies. But we have another body of a UPDF soldier, which is in the barracks there. Another body of a resident of Bungo sub-county in Mbale district.
As you can see, we have very many bodies. Others are still in the water. But we are going to work on these ones who have the relatives are already here identified.
In Kapchorwa district, it was also confirmed that 3 people lost their lives to a landslide that occurred following the heavy rains. Meanwhile, over 80 families in 3 sub-counties were left without homes after their houses were hit by the landslides.
Because you see, all these people that are living in this area are people who were staying in the lower belt of Sebei. But now, because of insecurity of Karmojong Rasolas who chased us to the upper belt, that's why we are facing all these kind of problems.
Prime Minister Nabuyonga, who is now in Mbale, directed all those settled along the river banks in Elgon region to vacate the areas for their own safety. She has also directed the police and army to help evacuate the people and cars that are still stuck in the water.
We are in touch with the management of police, that is the IGP. We are in touch with the CDF, Mbadi, who are sending here teams to help the marine and many others to help.
The Uganda Meteorology Authority recently indicated that the country would experience heavy rains from the onset of August.